Recently, I shared just how much I love the cottagecore aesthetic and how I feel like it's almost like the perfect home decor style to thrift. And so I decided that I really just needed to take you guys along with me thrifting and show you just how many amazing cottagecore home decor goodies are usually like hiding at the thrift store. So that is what we are doing today. Earlier this week, I headed out thrifting. I spent just one day thrifting. I hit about 4 or 5 thrift stores. And so this is all from that day. Now, obviously, you're going to find different stuff all over the country, all over the world when you go thrifting, and there's going to be different pricing. For me, I live in a more rural area, I would say, not too far from a city, but still a more rural area. So our pricing does tend to look a little bit different than when I get closer to the city. So just keep that in mind. You're not going to be able to find necessarily the exact same things as me, but my hope is that this will serve as sort of like a way for you to train your eye and know what to look for in the thrift store if you are still looking for some cottagecore goodies. Now, without further ado, let's go thrifting, and then we will meet back here and I will show you the goodies that I got for myself. Starting things off at my local Goodwill. This one is pretty big and they used to have a ton of furniture. They were one of my favorite spots for furniture, but unfortunately they recently cut back on their furniture. But this rocking chair I thought was so pretty. It was only $10 and it was in really good condition. And I think that this would be just perfect for a little cottagecore moment. And of course, baskets. We always have to look at the baskets when we're talking about cottagecore for sure. And there was this really cute one I spotted up here. I almost brought it home because it is just so cute and was in such good condition. But I have so many baskets already, so I ended up leaving that one, but so adorable. I also spotted this one that I still am not sure if it's meant to look like a strawberry or if it was just my brain seeing it. So you'll have to tell me what you think. Is this supposed to be a strawberry? Is it supposed to be something else? I don't know, but I thought it was still so cute. I also saw this little spice rack. I'm not sure what to call these. These little wooden shelves are always so cute. It was only $6 and it has different compartments. And then it also had the little hooks at the bottom to hold, like hang things on, especially that'd be so cute for a kitchen just to hang mugs off of. I also really liked this little picture. It's more of like an 80s cottagecore vibe, but I definitely think it could be really cute in the right kitchen. I loved this little hanging wooden box. I couldn't think of quite the right use for it, although now I think it would be super cute as a recipe box to hang up in a kitchen, but could be used for a lot of different things. And how cute is this little teapot? Of course, it is cottagecore because it is literally a cottage, but it was missing the top, which is always such a bummer. But there were also all these little like cottagey houses, the little sets. There was tons of those at this thrift store. Literally like multiple different sets got dropped off at this thrift store. And if that is your vibe, that would be super, super cute as a display. And here is a little coffee canister. I always love these. I have a ton of different ones in my kitchens. These little canisters, I think they're just so great as a way to kind of display, but also functionally to just put things in, obviously. I saw quite a few good plates and different serving pieces this day. This was the first one that really, really caught my eye. I love these little rosettes. I thought it was so sweet. And then the little like blue outline. And then I thought this was so cute. You'll have to let me know what you think. But this ceramic basket, the only thing I didn't like was this holly bit. So that made it feel very holiday to me. And you could definitely just keep it turned around so that you don't see it. But for some reason, the holly really killed the vibe. But overall, I love the ceramic basket. And how cute are these plates? I especially loved that these had violets on them, or I think they're violets, these purple flowers. I haven't seen quite as many purple flowers. I feel like you see a lot of pinks. Okay, you'll have to hang with me on this one, but I know they're not cottagecore, but the shape of these candlesticks are so cute. And I think that you could repaint them a color and maybe even add some painting on top of them, like little rosettes and stuff like that. And they would look super cottagecore if you painted them the right pattern. This thrift store also had a ton of faux florals and wreaths and all of that good stuff. So that's always a great thing to grab. And then I headed over to the textiles, all of the linens and the bed covers and all of that fun stuff. And I found some really cute sheets. These floral ones I thought were so pretty. And that would be just so adorable to switch out, especially for spring, to put those on a bedspread. I am always especially a sucker for blue gingham, so these really got me. These are valances and they were really nice quality. Honestly, if there had been matching curtains to go with them, I probably would have grabbed them, but I really didn't have a use for just valances. These curtains were also super cute. I liked the little lace detail on the bottom. I think these would look like absolutely so adorable in the right space. I just didn't have any windows that I could think of in our house that would be quite right for them. I also really loved these pillowcases. They had like French ticking on the back and then they're sort of quilted and floral on the front, and I just thought they were so sweet. My second stop was our local Habitat for Humanity restore, and right out front, I thought this round table was so cute. Our dining room is much too big for this size table, but I love a good round table. I also thought this little lamp was just so sweet. I think $15 is a little bit much, but so cute. They had quite a few really cute lamps. I also loved this full-size lamp that was just really darling with like the florals on it, and then it just had a really detailed beautiful base. I couldn't think of a spot for it, but I just loved it. I also loved some of their hanging like chandelier style ones. That one was really lovely. I also thought this one would be really cute in the right spot. Not every gray store has sort of smaller home goods, but thankfully ours does. They have just this like little section, and this little like wooden carrier caught my eye. I thought it was really, really cute, and it would be really adorable to kind of put maybe like your gardening tools in and keep it by your back door, and then you could just like bring it in and out with you. I thought that would be really adorable. I also really loved this dresser, and I think for some reason in my mind, I thought it would be really cute to do it actually as like a vanity in a bathroom. Also adored this gingham love seat. Thought it was so cute, not in the best condition, but still really cute. They also had a ton of really cute plates. Unfortunately, they were like packed in. There were so many, so I couldn't really dig through them well. Also, this set of cow canisters, I'm not sure if they're necessarily cottagecore, but oh, they gave me a good laugh. They're so adorable. These little canister sets, though, so cute. Definitely cottagecore. I love the little florals. There was also this style that is definitely not necessarily traditional cottagecore, but I totally think that you could make them work. They also had some of the copper molds that I love. Most of these ones were like brand new ones. I always like to keep my eye out for like more patinaed, older antique ones. I did like the fish, but it looked a bit too new for what I wanted. Next, I ended up deciding to hit the Goodwill outlet. So if you've never been to a Goodwill outlet before, what it is that they roll everything out on these giant like tubs and then you just dig through it. So I thought this wreath was actually really cute. It was broken, but I thought it was just like a really cute style. And I actually saw another little wooden carrier. Once again, I think it'd be so cute used in the right spot. Overall, I didn't find a ton of stuff at this Goodwill outlet. I did find another ceramic basket. I almost got that, and I think I actually regret not getting it. But from there, I headed to a different Goodwill. We have quite a few Goodwills in our area, and I really loved this utensil holder. It was in really good condition. I do see these quite often, but not usually in this good of condition. And they also had a really beautiful picnic basket in great condition. Unfortunately, I have like about a million picnic basket, so I could not justify it. This little pitcher I think would be perfect for holding flowers, and then also how adorable is this little teapot. I don't think it's very functional, but it is cute. And they had some great art options for cottagecore at this Goodwill. Like these needlepoint I think are just so darling and sweet, and this once again maybe another big regret. I should have grabbed this, but I just couldn't think of a spot at the time. But it is so cute, that little embroidered art. But from there, I moved on to one of our locally owned thrift stores. So this is one of my favorite thrift stores. They have a ton of home goods and a ton of furniture. And I keep eyeing this every time I go to this thrift store, this cute little cottagecore tea set or whatever it is. It's just so cute. And I loved this whole plate set. They had all of the big dinner plates and the bowls and everything that matched this, but the little rosettes with the blue, once again, just really sweet. And if this isn't the epitome of cottagecore, I don't know what is, because it is literally cottage plates. I have also seen these several times when I've stopped at this thrift store, and I always debate whether or not just to grab them because they are so cute, but I keep passing because I can't justify more plates. But we of course headed over to the baskets. They always have good baskets at this store, I feel like, and they had this cute little tiny mini one, and I have just been extra obsessed with mini baskets lately. So they also had some really cute copper molds. I think this is the exact same fish one that I saw at the other store. So once again, a little too new for my taste, but they had a couple, so I always check out to see if they get any new ones in whenever I go. And this thrift store always also has a ton of candlesticks. I thought those corn ones were pretty funny. I'm not sure if they're cottagecore, but I feel like you could totally style them that way. They also had these really, really cute shelves with pegs. I thought that these would be so adorable, and they were nice and big. And I also really loved this one with hooks on it. I thought it had really pretty brackets on either side, but it didn't have a price on it, so I decided to skip it. I love this little baby lampshade. So, so cute. I wish I had a lamp the right size, but they always also have really good lamps at this thrift store. Like I mentioned before, they have a ton of furniture at this one. Their prices are pretty reasonable. They did have this really cute chair, but I have one that is almost identical. I also love this little ottoman, like the fabric on it I thought was really cute. Definitely handmade, and it definitely needed a little bit of help, so I passed on it. But oh my goodness, I was so obsessed with this chair. Ugh, I wish I had a spot to put it because I just loved it and it was in such good condition. And then a purple ruffle pillow, which purple is not exactly my color, but super cute and cottagecore. Next, I headed to another locally owned thrift shop. This one also tends to have some good small homewares. I thought these plates were really, really lovely. I think these are gardenias, if I'm correct. Sorry, I don't know my flowers quite as well, but I like the gold rimming and the flowers on these ones. And another canister. I really love this glass one with the wood lid. Those are like some of my favorites. I'm not sure why, but I just love them. I think they're so cute. And another floral plate. I thought these ones were also a little bit different than the style that I usually see, a little bit more colorful. Instead of just one color, it had sort of a lot of different colors in it. And same with these ones. I thought these were really cute with the blue edging, and it had the bowls and the small plates and the big plates. And if you love blue, these would just be perfect. I think these would be so cute for spring plates. And I loved this like rose canister. I couldn't for the life of me think of a place to use it in my house, but I feel like it could be really cute, especially to put like makeup bits and pieces in or something like that. I don't know, but so cute. And this comforter I thought was just like the perfect fall cottagecore vibe. It wasn't quite the right size for any of our beds, but I just think it was so cute. And then of course, gingham. We always love gingham. This was a nice big round tablecloth and it was $3. So a good little steal. This thrift store always has some pretty good linens and stuff like that. So it had some really cute curtains. This floral one was really adorable, but there was also this like vintage frilly curtain set that I kind of loved, but I just couldn't think of a spot in our house that they would make sense. But they were really cute, and it was a pair for $3, which I feel like is such a good price. And how cute are these napkins? They seem to be like hand embroidered, they're just so lovely. They have a few little stains on them, but overall were in pretty decent condition. And just overall, they had all these cute little sort of like doilies and different like bits that you could add to your table. And I think that they would be so adorable and definitely give off the cottagecore vibe. This thrift store even attempts to keep things like pretty organized with different drawers with specific sizes, which is super nice. This one had just pillowcases in it, and I thought that these like fern pillowcases were really cute, but there were quite a few to choose from. So obviously kind of lucky with this thrift store and how well they keep things organized, because most thrift stores are definitely not like that. But I also loved this canister. I actually have the matching one that is coffee, but I just didn't really need the tea one. So anyway, I moved on to the Salvation Army, which was right down the road. This cute little spice rack, this cute little egg holder, which I feel like you could use for other things besides eggs. And if you're not quite as into like the overt floral patterns that I've shown before, I feel like this style could be really cute. But I also just absolutely loved this bureau. I thought it was really cute and charming and would be just adorable in the right spot. And they also had some really good linens at this store as well. Okay, so I feel like we need to start off with like the elephant in the room, or at least the elephant in my brain, which is my biggest regret. And that is that plaid chair with matching ottoman. I am still thinking about it, and I think that's one of those things that's going to probably haunt me for the rest of my life. I was just completely obsessed with it. It was in pretty darn good condition, and it was only $60. And believe you me, I would have absolutely brought it home if I could. However, we are currently in the midst of some big renovations, multiple spaces within the house that are getting big renovations, and one of those being the living room. I started that renovation project last winter. There's actually a couple of videos in case you want to check it out. But while I was working on it, there was a few things that we kind of had to place a hold on the rest of the project. So it's not quite done yet. It's in the midst of, being worked on. And the problem is that we've basically moved everything out of that room, and it's all being kept in my office right now. So we don't really have anywhere to put any extra like living room stuff, especially a big chair like that. And so it legitimately broke my heart to leave that, but I decided to leave it, and we're gonna cross our fingers that when I actually finish the living room, we will find something maybe even better. That's going to be our hope, is that we're waiting, we're going to be patient, and maybe we'll find something even better afterwards. But anyway, I did get just a couple things. Now, one of them I will put up here because it's rather big, and so I don't necessarily want to hold it. But I did get the light fixture that I found at the Restore by us. It is beautiful. It is like the perfect time period piece for our house. Our house is 1930s, and it has like a lot of craftsman details in it. So I have kind of been looking for a hanging light to go in our like landing area at the top of our stairs. It's not a huge space, but it's just enough that it needs like a nice hanging light. And as soon as I saw this at the Restore, I was so excited because it was like the perfect size. I could tell just by looking at it, it was like the perfect size. And when I asked for a price, he told me it was $20. You literally cannot beat that. So that I did bring home, and it is going to sit in our basement because we also still need to renovate or finish renovating the hall up there. But it was just too perfect to pass up, and it is real antique. I know this style is definitely something that you see a little bit more like remade these days. I feel like I see them online, that style, but this is legitimately an antique light. And so I was really excited because it fits with the style of our home kind of perfectly. So I did get some pillowcases actually. I got these blue and green set of pillowcases that I thought were really cute. They're in really good condition, and I just thought they are very cottagecore-y. I am like really hoping to do like just a baby like update on the main bedroom, and I would love to add some more cottagecore elements. Right now it's just sort of very plain. We moved some things around a few years ago, and I kind of just didn't do much after that. We moved things around and then just kind of walked away, and so I'd love to like add some more character and just some fun stuff to that room. So I haven't decided if I'm just going to keep these regular pillowcases, throw them on some pillows, or maybe make some like decorative ruffly pillows out of these.
I think that that would be pretty easy, but yeah, I haven't decided yet what I'm doing. And that's the same actually for these, just one. This one's just one, but I thought this pillowcase was really cute, and it would be really cute to save for like specifically my holiday decor, like the red plaid. I feel like that's always fun to have like a few special like pillowcases and blankets that are like just for the holidays. So I thought this would be perfect for that. So I'm just gonna probably put this away, but all of the pillowcases, I think even this set were 50 cents each. So I think I spent $1 on 3 pillowcases. So, and then I got a few plates. I know in my last video about Cottagecore Decor, I talked about how much I love plate walls, and I have really been wanting to start adding plates as decor in our home. So I was specifically keeping my eye out for anything that would work. So I found this really cute one. It's kind of a little more like Rococo, like Marie Antoinette, but I do love those vibes. So I grabbed it. This one was a little more expensive. It was $4 just for this one, but I thought it was just so cute that I couldn't say no. So I got that one, but I also grabbed this one, which I am kind of obsessed with this and like this pattern, and like I mean, if I found a set of these, I would take the whole set because I am like kind of obsessed. And I was so surprised because it is actually a Laura Ashley, which I've been like so drawn to Laura Ashley. I feel like it's one of those things where once you notice it, you just like keep finding these things. So I recently actually thrifted a Laura Ashley like design book that's from the 90s that I just love. And so anyway, I really love this little plate. I haven't decided. I would really love to hang it up. Now, I did thrift one other thing. However, I'm not going to show you on this video. It's not specifically Cottagecore decor anyway. It's actually Halloween decor, and it's something that I want to kind of DIY and update. And I think it might actually be really fun to do a whole video on what I'm going to kind of do to this little piece that I got. So I'm just going to tease you with that to maybe get you excited for the upcoming fall season and to look out for that. But as you can see, I kept my actual buys fairly small. Like I mentioned before, we're doing a lot of renovations this summer. So for me, sort of keeping things minimal until we're done some of those big renovations and have a little bit more space to play with, that's kind of the name of the game for me. But hopefully you really enjoyed kind of just seeing what you can find in the thrift store. I know I really enjoyed it. There was definitely plenty of other things that I probably would have grabbed if we had a little more space right now, but I am super excited about the things that I did find. And honestly, I just had so much fun going out and going thrifting with you guys. And in case you are new here, I would love it if you would subscribe and check out my other videos. I share all sorts of home decor, thrifting, DIYs, and some behind the scenes of our renovations. I will be soon probably sharing some of our big bathroom renovations. We did this absolutely massive bathroom renovation, and we're kind of getting to the finish line with it. So I think it'll be really exciting to kind of show you guys the full process of that very soon, hopefully. So keep your eyes out for that. And if you aren't already subscribed, I'd love it if you would. But either way, I hope you are having a lovely day, and I will see you next time.